Welcome back to Liable of Zest and welcome to your Pilates for lower limbs workout. Today we are specifically going to be focusing on the muscles around the thigh region and focusing on toning that body and developing a good foundation of strength. Let's get straight into it. We are going to be starting in an all fours position in the center of our mat. I want those wrists comfortably below those shoulders and extending that right leg off the floor, lengthening that spine, being sure not to hyperextend that lower back, drawing that pelvis in, activating that glute max muscle. Neck and posture are neutral. Deep breath in, exhale, doing little circles inwards for 10, 9, pointing that toe, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 10-second countdown in a different direction. Just doing little circles for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and last one, lengthening that leg. Deep breath in, exhale, toe tap and back up for 1 and 2, core tight, 3, inhale up, exhale down, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10, and dropping that leg down, extending that left leg up. Deep breath in and circles inwards for 10, 9, slow and controlled, very small movements, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and to the other direction, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, deep breath in, exhale, toe tap, that's 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7 and 8, 2 more, 9 and 10, dropping that leg down, leaning into rest position for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, pushing the shoulders into the ground and allowing that relaxation, that active recovery, and slowly lifting back up, lifting that left leg off the floor. We are extending, toe tapping, bending and lifting. That's 1 and 2. Bend and lift back to center, extend, that's 3, 4, 5 and 6. 2 more, keeping that alignment of that posture and lengthening and extending and holding with that left limb in the air for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, dropping right leg down, lifting left leg up and deep breath in, bending that knee into extension, toe tap, back up, flexion and lift. That's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Keep going, extend, toe tap, lift, bend, lifting up, back to center, extend. And quite a lot of coordination, but if you do it slow and controlled, you should be okay. And slowly back up, extending that right arm and holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly down, turning over onto that right hand side, resting on that lower elbow, placing that upper leg in front of you. We have a slight forward rotation of that upper hip. Deep breath in, exhale, lifting and lowering that lower leg for 10, 9, not slumping into that shoulder, 8, 7, core tight, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1, and little circles in a forward direction. That's 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6, and backwards, and 1 and 2, keeping core tight, 3, 4 and 5 and 6, and now little pulsations for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly dropping that leg down, placing that other leg on top of the other one. We are lifting those hips off the floor. Deep breath in, exhale, lifting that upper leg up towards the ceiling and down. That's 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. You're doing 8 of these, and 6 and 7, and holding and extending, and deep breath in, little pulsations for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly bending down, lowering that hip and turning over onto your back. Deep breath in, exhale, rotating the pelvis up towards the ceiling. Lifting, 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 using your core and your glutes to do the work. Deep breath in and exhale, little pulsations up and down for 10. Now digging those heels into the ground. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lifting and holding, and deep breath in, lifting those heels off the floor, and inhale, exhale, lowering those heels and lifting them back up and pulling those knees away. That's 1 and 2, keeping core tight, working really hard. 3, using those inner thighs to control the movement of those knees in and out. Keep going. And last one, lifting up, and little pulsations with those knees in and out for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dropping those heels, lifting those hips to slowly lower those glutes back onto the mat, turning over onto that left hand side. Very nice, everyone. Let's keep working, resting on that lower elbow, placing that upper foot in front of you. Deep breath in, exhale, lifting that lower leg up towards the ceiling and down. That's 1 and 2 and 3. Keep going. 4. Keep that upper hip rotated. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, and 10, and little circles forward. That's 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, and changing back to center to change directions. That's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Keep working. 5 and 6, and coming back to center and pulsations for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly dropping that leg down, placing that other leg on top of that lower leg and lifting up into that side plank position. Knees, hips, and ankles all aligned. Deep breath in, exhale, lifting up and down. That's 1. Other hand can go towards the ceiling or on your hip. That's 2 and 3. Keep going. And 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, and lifting up and extending that leg, flexing that ankle and pulsating for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Dropping that leg down and turning over onto your tummy, and we are going to rest that head on our hands, core nice and tight. Deep breath in, feet are shoulder width apart. We are going to lift those legs off the floor and slowly back down. That's 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Keeping and holding there, we're drawing our feet away from each other, then back to center. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep working. 6, 7 and 8, and lifting and lowering again for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dropping both legs down, lifting yourself up, leaning into that rest position, and turning over onto the right hand side to do that last sequence on our sides. Again, resting on that lower shoulder, upper foot is over that lower leg, and we are lifting that lower leg, slight forward rotation of that upper hip, and we are bending and extending that lower knee. And as we bend, we're flexing that ankle. As we extend, we're pointing that toe. That's 3. Keep going. And 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8, and back up, flexing that ankle, and again doing pulsations for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly dropping that leg down and turning over onto that left hand side, resting on that lower elbow. Upper leg is folded over that lower leg, lifting that lower leg. Deep breath in, flexing and extending, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8, flexing that ankle, and little pulsations for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly dropping down and turning back over onto your back. We are lifting right leg into tabletop, then left leg, and placing both hands on that right knee, drawing that knee towards your chest as you resist. So you're working your hip flexors and your core, and you are going to extend and lower that other leg for 6 counts on each side. That's 2 and 3. So you should feel different types of activations coming into that tummy. And we've got 2 more. And changing over, keeping that core tight. If you feel like this is going into your lower back, then rather just keep your knee bent and do toe taps. And 3 and 4, keeping core tight, and 5 and 6, placing both hands on each knee and holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly dropping down, extending both legs onto the mat. Arms are in a T position. Deep breath in, and we're exhaling, lifting left leg, and we're exhaling, lifting right leg and left arm all the way up and back down. Slow and controlled to do that same thing with the other side. That's 2, keeping core tight. 3, using your core to lift and lower those legs. And let's do 1 more on each leg after this one. And 2, slowly drawing those limbs down, bending those knees and rocking those knees from side to side. Allow that heart rate to slow down. And extending that left leg onto the mat as we hug that right knee towards that chest, allowing that stretch, pointing those toes, and slowly placing your hands behind the back of your knee as you extend your knee up towards the ceiling. So you still have it bent. I want that knee on that chest, and now slowly extending it up and allowing that stretch down that hamstring as you point those toes, and now point those toes towards your nose and hold, and now bending that knee and dropping it across the midline as you allow that back to stretch out, looking in the opposite direction of that knee, and slowly coming back over and extending that right leg, lifting that left leg up, hugging that knee towards your chest and holding, and now placing both hands behind the back of that knee as we draw that knee up towards the ceiling a little bit more, keeping that knee to chest but pointing those toes up, and now extending, keeping those toes pointed, extending that knee and still drawing that knee to chest but increasing that extension, and keep holding, bending that knee, drawing it across the midline and allowing that lower back to stretch out, looking in that opposite direction and holding, slowly lifting back over to center, bringing arms overhead, inhaling as you lift head, neck and chest off the floor, exhaling, lifting yourself up and into a seated position. Thanks for rolling around the mat with me yet again. I'm feeling so deeply activated into those lower limbs, and I'm feeling so good and ready for the day. I hope you are too, and I will see you in the next video.